Holy angels, what is it that the collective and I need to know? What do we need to be aware of? Card I gotta turn over. What is it that the collective and I need to be aware of? That we need to be aware of. That we need to be aware of. Holy angels, what is it that the collective and I need to be aware of? And holy ancestors, Holy Spirit, what is it that the collective and I need to be aware of? What is it that we need to know? Okay. That one up first, then that one, then that one. Okay. Hold up. I got it. Here we go. What is it that the collective and I need to be aware of? What is going on? What is the current situation? What is the current situation? And may the cards that got picked up or be picked up, I mean, may the cards that be thrown down or fall down be picked up for your highest good and my highest good. Okay, up the Hierophant. The Hierophant. Yeah. All right. Okay, what comes after the Hierophant? What comes after the Hierophant? The Hierophant. What comes after the Hierophant? Taurus? Are you a Taurus? Are you a Taurus? Did you ever drive a Taurus? A Ford Taurus? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Yeah. Do y'all remember the Ford, what was it? Tempos? I'm glad I never had one of them. I had a Ford Taurus. And I had a Mercury, hold up. Oh, what? Tauruses are good cars. Shoot. 5 of Swords, of course. Of course. Oh, God. Somebody talking shit up in the workplace today. What? Or to some leader. Uh-huh. The boss man. Somebody talking moss shit. Moss shit. That's straight up. They want defeat. Resentment. Somebody got some resentment. Confliction. Abuse. Yeah, abuse. Nightmare. 9 of Swords. It's a freaking causing a lot of freaking. Lord. Oh, man. So it's one of them. Even though it's Memorial Day. I mean, it's timeless. Even though it's Memorial Day. Okay. You know it's got to be a one of them Mondays. Uh-huh. It's got to be a manic Monday. What's this? Strength in the reverse. Somebody's breaking somebody's will. Or somebody feels like they got to go against what is not good. It's a nightmare. It's causing a nightmare for somebody. Somebody needs their ass whooped. Sorry. I mean, I'm just saying, I mean, somebody's being abusive. Somewhere, I mean, you know, that's like, if somebody's being, okay, what comes after strength in reverse? Somebody's working out of their ego. Tower. What? Judgment. 9 of Cups. And halfway. I'm putting them back. You know what? We're going to start all over again. That's just like, that came out way too much. I'm like, what? You know, and you know what? The holy angels and God, you know what? You know, the messengers, the angelic messengers will make sure that they get the message out that we need to know. And, so we're going to start all over again. That was a lot that just came out. I'm like, hold up now, you know, because I'm not, sometimes I gotta, this energy I can only take in spurts. You know, I deal with a lot already. I'm always transmuting some stuff. So, I mean, you know, sometimes that much too much, you know, I already know. So, all right. Let's breathe it in, y'all. Breathe in that good golden cleansing white light. You know, gold cleansing white gold dust light. You know, with the gold dust sparkles. Let's breathe that in through our crown chakra. You know, let that go through our body. And then let's just get out anything that's lower vibrational. Let's just get it out. Send it back to the universe. You know, in a pink little bubble. Bye. And then let's start all over again. A clean slate. It's a whole clean slate right here. All right. All right. What's going on, holy angels? What is it that we need to be aware of? Oh, we got a star. What? Okay, that's too many underneath the star. I just, golly, holy angels, what is it? They really want to get us something out here. She's like, oh, okay, I'm ready. Let me use this flat surface because I'm tired of like things falling off. And they could just fall off in here in this little box here from Aldi's. What is going on, holy angels? Please, I'm sorry. I appreciate, I'm just trying to get it all, you know. Okay. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. You could be dealing with an Aries. Have this in your chart. I'm not Aries. I mean, it could be an Aries. But have a lot of air in your chart. Aquarius, I'm feeling. Gemini, Libra. I mean, that's the air signs. But, okay. The truth. All right, yeah, I want to get, that's the reason. Yeah, holy angels also want to say, the reason why I have to keep clearing them sometimes. Sometimes I want to make sure I'm getting a clear answer to you all. You know, and sometimes that takes a couple shuffles and throwdowns. Okay? It doesn't mean I forget what those are. I still remember and keep note of that. But sometimes in order to get a good, clear message, sometimes I got to do it a couple times, you know. 7 of Cups. Yeah. 7 of Cups. It's cutting through an illusion, right? You're seeing through an illusion. See, the Queen of Swords, she sees that stuff. Excuse my language. Don't make me so loud. I mean, my voice. Okay, so you're cutting through all the bullshit. You see all the bullshit for what it really is. And you're not going to let your people go out like that. There's a head in this jar. Look at, oh my God, I didn't notice that. Look, they got a head up in this jar. Ooh, yeah. Somebody's been storing little things of people's possessions. Little thing of this, of each person's stuff. Ooh, they even got a worm in there. Took somebody's laurel. What? Yes. Seeing everything that's been stolen. Oh, shit. Okay. Ooh, I love how that looks. Look, she sees it all. She's like, man, let me get my sword out. Don't let, man, cut through all this bullshit right now is what she's saying. We're cutting through all this bullshit right freaking now. Thank you, Mama. Thank you, sister. All right, and what else? Very smart. Very smart. You know, she knows how to think with her head over heart sometimes. I mean, she thinks with, she knows, she doesn't mean she has a cold heart. She knows how to get cold real quick, though. She knows how to, yeah. But it don't mean that she keeps it closed, you know what I'm saying? Like, she knows when to keep it warmed up, you know, for certain things. Five of Swords, right. This Five of Swords, always some Five of Swords. Somebody's always Five of Swords and up in some shit. Cutting through the lies. These are 5 lies. And they're not always lies. Sometimes they're bullies. But they could be 5 different lies from 5 different people. Causing confusion. Something is a tangled web that was weaved. It's like waking up and while you was sleeping, the spiders built a cobweb around your bed. And you wake up and you're like, what? You know what I'm saying? Let me call up my girl, Queen of Swords. You know, let's cut all this bullshit right here. Now, what's going on? Right? Right. Okay. Ooh, talking to spiders. Ooh! It's my hair. Oh, coffee. I'm letting my coffee go cold. Oh. Phooey. Okay, I'll get some after this reading. All right, so. Okay. What else? What else? Eight of Swords. Somebody's caught up. Somebody's stuck like Chuck. They did it to themselves. Feeling trapped, isolated, victimized, helpless. I need to check my messages soon. Okay, what else? What's coming after these Eight of Swords? I don't know. I wonder what is this? Yeah, cutting through the bullshit. Because you're tired of feeling, maybe, you know, you could have been easily feeling like you're trapped and in your head. You know? The Hermit in reverse, yeah. Loneliness. Isolation, that goes with the Eight of Swords. Somebody, could be a Virgo, that's in reverse. Misfit. Lost their way. Isolated. Loneliness. Well, they shouldn't be lying and stealing. Lying and stealing. That's what it's showing. The cards are. That's what the cards are showing. Look at this. Look at this. These 3 popped out. I'm gonna take these because God wants us to know. The High Priestess is heard from God, and He said that yes, that's a 5 of Swords. That's what's going on. I'm showing you these cards every single time we do a reading. Sorry, I don't mean to yell. You know, and you could be comfortable knowing that your intuition is right. It's in the upright. Sit back, relax, and know that your intuition is right about this. 5 of Swords in. Okay? These 5 of Swordsy people, group, little sneaks, little snakes. Yep. They don't want nobody sitting comfortable. They don't want nobody having a little break. From them. I mean, a break from them. They want people to be like, you know, constantly giving their energy to sacrificing your energy to them. It's an energy vampire. And Hermit in reverse is an energy vampire. If they're not going within, and you know, everybody's been guilty of it in some kind of shape, form, or fashion. I mean, I'm not going to sit up here, you know, we've all been guilty, but there's just like, you know, kind of like, you know, when you don't really go back in and look at your mistakes, you know, and then you take it out on more people, you know what I'm saying, or you're getting, or you're just not showing up, you want to sleep, you know, because, well, you know, at least, you know, if you're staying home and getting your own energy back by sleeping, then at least you're getting your own energy. Look at these veins are popping up when I'm getting so mad. Oh, look at that. No, can't have that. I'll have a thrombotic combustion. Okay, so look. Okay, so a Hermit in reverse is an energy vampire. Okay, they're not going with them. Look at that, it keeps popping up. I see it through the reflection on the phone. Woo! No, I've always had that ever since I was a kid. It kind of comes down through here. But, okay, I'm going to calm down. Okay, so this hermit is not going within. So what it is, because they're not going within and recharging their own energy. See, we can go back and we could tap in and get our own energy. We don't have to do that. So that's why it's good to go back in and then look again. And, yeah, so we got an energy vampire. God rest, God, you know, God love them. You know, I'm saying they're probably going through a lot. I mean, it's a lot out here. I mean, the hermit is a major arcana. The high priestess, major arcana. Yep. They didn't go within. So now, but they know somebody's gone within. I mean, that intuition is keen. Yeah, because they're doing stuff behind the scenes that cannot really be seen with the naked eye. You have to go in with your third eye. Okay. Can we see the queen? Let me see. Was there anything else? I think that's all the matter. What's the advice, holy angels? Can we get some advice on what to do? Be happy. Be grateful for what you have. Show your gratitude to people that have been there for you. Okay, just sit back. Sit back and sit back and keep an eye out. Don't do nothing. Maybe you need to stay home. Your intuition, do what your intuition's telling you to do, is what it's definitely saying. That's definitely in here. Because you have to stay on top of these snakes, right? So you're going to have to just pray, be grateful, and keep that connection open. There's a direct connection you have with God, and keep that open with them. You know what I'm saying? Keep that open with them so you can hear directions, instructions, straight from the horse's mouth. No offense, God, I'm not calling you a horse. But you know what I'm saying? That when you get straight from the horse's mouth of what's going on, and you know where to move. You know what I'm saying? Because you dealing with some snakes. If they can't steal nothing from you materially, they will take something energetically. That's how, yes. Yep. And keep loving, keep treating yourself right. I'm seeing with this Nine of Cups, that's love yourself. Be sick comfortable. You know, take breathers, because it's just life. Ain't none of us gonna get out alive. You know, you could still enjoy the fruits of your labor. You know what I mean? But make sure you keep that connection and keep that relationship with God like this. Okay, I don't care who you believe in. If that tree is God, and you go over there and you talk to that tree, all right? You know, there's universal laws, regardless of what you believe in. There's universal laws. You know what I mean? There's things you do and there's things you don't do. I don't care if you believe in the whatever, okay? Bozo the clown. There's just things you do and there's things you don't do. And so if that tree is God to you, and giving you, you know, you're getting direct source from the higher realms, not from the lower, from the higher, you know, and it makes you feel good, you know, you feel good, you know, in your heart. Don't, you know, there's not the diabolical ways, but you feel kind of almost like a warm pat on your head, like from your father, or you're somebody that loved you when you were a kid, you know, a good person, not no weirdo. But they, you know what I'm saying? They're like, you know, rascal. You know what I'm saying? They do that to your head, rascal. You know, well, the danger. So, yeah. You know, you're going to feel that. You're going to know. Just trust your intuition, because you're dealing with some snakes. That's what I see. You still don't rob yourself, and don't let them rob you of enjoying the fruits of your labor. You know what I'm saying? If you want to kick back and relax and take off your shoes and relax your feet, you know, and listen to some cool beat, whatever, you know, then do that. Okay? Don't let these people, because that's how you're robbing them, is by, oh God, you gotta, you know, you don't have to use any kind of extra energy, is what God's saying. They have been siphoning off your energy. And that's all I gotta say about that. So what you need to do is you be the good hermit, and you go within, whether you could be outside, you know, and you don't have to be indoors to be a hermit. You know, you could go within, you know what I'm saying? And pull out that light that God has, it's always glowing on in you. And you kind of accelerate that light, you know? Draw it from the sun, picture the light, and draw it from your source's light, and then bring that light, and that's how you get that your own energy, and you ain't got to be no vampire. And then after you get that energy built up after that meditation, then you block that, then you protect it on all sides with the pyramid, okay? And yeah, that's all I gotta say. I don't know what. That's all I gotta say. You know, we're dealing with intuition today. And a Queen of Swords. Using your mind, being smart. You're going to be smart about it. And you're not going to go full. We all know you're a sweetheart. We know you're a sweetheart. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're not letting nobody take, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean you're not sweet. You're being smart. All right? And that's looking out for the people that are good for you. All right, that's looking out for your future people that are good for, or your present people that are good for you. You know, it's looking out for your people too by cutting all that bullshit. That's all I got to say. I love you guys. I'm sorry if I'm yelling. I'm just feeling it. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling it. So I'm going to go take me a little walk after I get another cup of coffee. I know I need to shake my arms. Oh, God. Do one of them. I'm going to go outside and do that. Bye.